Till we get sick of them. I'm over here at Integrity RV in Mesa, Arizona, and I'm inspecting a 2012 Seneca from Jayco, and this is a Super C. So that's a Class C, but on a Freightliner chassis. Let's take a look at the roof. All right, like always, we'll start at the ladder. We'll use the existing ladder so we can make sure it's okay. Now, Jayco gets a little bit more hate than I think they deserve ever since they got sold. They still make a good product. I also know these Super Cs are really sought after, and people love them. I personally think they ride rough, but they do tow very well. Anyways, let's take a look at the roof. All right, so this roof is FRP, fiber reinforced plastic and or paneling, depending on who you are. We'll go ahead and start at the rear cap seam. I'll step on it to see if it's loose. Now, it doesn't look loose, but what I can tell you is that I don't like the looks of the crack on that. So this seal should just be resealed with a lap sealant, dicor, self-leveling sealant. Same with right here. We'll just clean that up. It's just been shifting around a lot. I'm sure it's still sealed really well, but you know what? We probably scrape this stuff off. Yeah, we'll scrape that off and then reseal it. It's just trapping dirt under there. It'll be easier to scrape it and clean than clean and reseal. So we come back over here. This slide out topper fabric doesn't look too bad. There's a little bit of fraying right there on that seam, but I wouldn't change it out for that. The molding, where we're looking right here, it look okay. The radius looks fine. Not seeing too many issues with it, other than, like always, the paint is peeling. It's harder to see in the shade, I guess. Maybe on the other side we'll see it better. Yeah, over on here, kind of the same issues going on. Just clean that up and reseal that real fast. Looks like somebody found a mesquite tree. All right, I guess we could probably put this insert back in. That's not a bad idea, so it doesn't look so bad. Yeah, so this paint, you can kind of, you know what, maybe it's not peeling. Yeah, it was just dirty. That looks pretty good. I was wrong. Just when they sprayed it, they sprayed from this side, so the texture makes it look like it's peeling. Okay, the ACs. Now, of course, we know these ACs are a little bit problematic, so we'll make sure we test those pretty well. The sewer vent, I don't see any signs of problems right here. Now remember, this is a 2012, probably made in 2011, so this is 2021. So 10 years old. I know everybody says your dicor only makes it like 6 months and you have to replace it all, but this is 10 years old and dicor is holding up just fine. Properly installed, it does work. Look at the skylight. Again, we'll make sure the skylight itself isn't loose. I don't see any real movement right there. This cracking or crazing or checking, I'm again not really too worried about. That looks pretty good. Now this vent cover, vent cover is really nice in order to keep the vent open in rain or driving down the road. I don't really care for them, especially this type, because these are really hard to take off and clean off, and it's really, I don't know if you guys can see how dirty it is in there, because it is exposed to the air. You'll get dirt, leaves, debris trapped underneath there, and you can't get it out until you take that cap off. And nobody ever takes these off. That's why I like those built-in Max Fan Deluxe, or even the vent covers that pull the pins and it hinges over. So again, this sewer vent looks fine after 10 years. Come over to this side. Not seeing anything wrong with the roof or the seam. Maybe the insert molding again is a little bit loose, but that's hidden behind the patio awning. I don't see anything wrong with the patio awning. It's a bit strange. The refrigerator's at the very front of this motorhome, but I don't see anything wrong with the vent or vent cover. Look at the front cap. We'll walk along it. Doesn't feel loose anywhere, and I don't see any real issues, other than maybe we could clean that up and reseal that. I always check the clearance lights, because for whatever reason clearance lights break and leak. Alright, I mean, there's some cracking, but I don't see any moisture in there. I will advise possibly. I do also like to have a little bit of dab of sealant on these screws. But the front cap, that looks pretty good too. Now I didn't check the satellite dish. Now this is an in-motion satellite dish from Winegard. These are long discontinued, but they should still work pretty well. And you know it's in motion because it's got a GPS antenna on it. TV antenna. It's got the wingman to get better digital channels, I guess. But I don't see anything wrong with there. I don't see anything wrong with here. And then we'll check the ACs and make sure they're not loose. Very simple. Very, very simple. Oh, whoa, that one is loose. I'm glad I checked this. Yeah, that one is loose. It's a good thing we checked that. Now over on this side, we know that molding's loose. And if we take a look at this slide out on this side, hopefully you guys saw the issue I saw. Somebody's repaired this fabric with some tape. And I guess technically it's holding. I'll advise on the fabric being torn. But other than that tear, the fabric looks okay. You can kind of see how it's pooling in the how it pools in the middle. Yeah. Well, all right, guys, that was a 2012 Jayco Seneca roof inspection. This has FRP, which is a close cousin or sibling to Phylon material. It's a one-piece fiberglass type sheet material. It's seamless, so there's no seams on the radius right here. And unlike Winnebago, it's secured with screws on the side of it. We're going to use dicor self-leveling sealant on the roof, or alpha sealant, or Xtrm sealant. Just not a silicone-based sealant. Other than that, this is looking really good. 10 years. Don't see anything wrong with it. So it's looking pretty good. There's a little bit of maintenance issues we should do on it, but overall, 10 years, looks really good. Finally happened. A 2012 Jayco Seneca. Look at this. Super C. Class C, a motorhome. Let's take a look at it. Got 6 stairs coming up to this beast. Of course, Super Cs are still Class C. It's going to be a cutaway box chassis. So it does have a bunk bed up on top. That bunk bed also has a TV, and this TV actually has a power TV right there where it'll go away. Actually, we do have carpet throughout the motorhome with the exception of the vinyl flooring in the galley and the bathroom and hallway area. We have a 4-door Norcold RV refrigerator for propane and electric, 3-burner propane stove with oven down below. Microwave right above, it's just a 110 microwave. It does have solid surface countertops with incorporated dual sink. Even the backsplash has this countertop material on it. It does have 2 slides, one in the front, one in the bedroom. The main slide right here has the wraparound dinette sofa. Of course, the dinette does turn into a bed. You just push down on it right there and then put the cushions on top. There's large storage underneath. Even though this is a built-in sofa, it does actually turn into a bed. Not a full-size bed, maybe a twin. But a bed's a bed, right? A dual leather tone to it, black on top, brown suede on the side and the bottom, but of course this isn't real leather. Cabinet doors, like most RVs, are going to be solid wood, where the cabinets themselves are engineered lumber. Has manual day-night shades, no roller shades. We do have a fireplace, electric fireplace heater. The main TV is right above it with, again, a lot of storage above. Through the hallway area right here, we can either go to the bedroom through this door right here, or go to the right and go into the bathroom through this door. Gravity toilet right there, very simple. You can see ample storage right behind that door, and a very good sized shower here. The vanity and vanity sink, pretty standard affair in an RV. In the bathroom, you can also get into the bedroom through the pocket door, which opens and closes right here. Or of course, you can go through the main bedroom door. So that's nice for privacy purposes if you have other people living with you. You have a king size bed in the bedroom slide out. So the TV's right up there with a really nice closet that gets you all sorts of closet needs. There it is, 36 foot long. Tow, I think about 15,000 pounds. Not too bad. Super C from Jayco, a Seneca. Because I'm pretty sure you guys would want to see, let's go ahead and take a look at the engine. There it is. All the access that you'd ever want to get. It'd be hard to see, but I think it's an ISB 6.7.